Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my first video on a new game, Outriders, coming out April 1st. Outriders is developed by People Can Fly and published by Square Enix. That is essentially if you took Destiny, Gears of War, and The Division and threw them all into one game. It's a out-the-box cross-platform game. And as well, if you have a last-gen console like an Xbox One or a PS4, if you buy it on that console, they will give you a free upgrade to the next-gen version. Woo! The main premise of the story is it's humanity's effort to colonize an alien planet, Enoch, went astray as the expedition team encountered a massive energy storm known as the Anomaly during their search for a mysterious signal which may indicate hope for humanity's future. Whoa! Oh, and nice. This anomaly storm grants both Enoch's inhabitants and the colonists superpowers. Within the opening chapter of the game, you get a choice between one of 4 main classes, each coming with their own set of 8 skills and an expansive skill tree. They are the Technomancer, a long-range support specialist that possesses the best healing abilities of all 4 classes. It also utilizes a wide range of deadly contraptions. Then you have the Pyromancer, a medium-range class that can control fire, cover foes in flames, incinerate entire squads, and heal your own wounds as enemies fall to your inferno. Then we have the Trickster, a close-range class that's fast and can easily hit and run targets, bend the laws of space and time to appear out of nowhere, assassinate your enemies, and return to safety in the blink of an eye. Lastly, we have the Devastator, a close-range class that's built to stand your ground. Diving deeper into each of these classes, we're starting with my personal favorite, the Techno. The Technomancer's melee skill deals damage and inflicts freeze to all enemies within a small radius. Its healing mechanic is you will recover a portion of the damage you deal as health. One of 3 class traits are, it increases long-range weapon damage by 15%. Another one is increase skill leech by 15%, and then increase weapon leech by 15%. Its skills are Scrapnel, Cryo Turret, Pain Launcher, Blighted Rounds, Tool of Destruction, Fixing Wave, Cold Snap, and Blighted Turret. Each of these has their own unique abilities, whether it's explosion damage, interrupting enemies, freezing enemies, or causing toxic. Wow, that was way easier this time. The first time I did this fight, that took me like 5 times just to beat. Next up, we have the Pyromancer. Its melee skill is deal damage and inflict burn to all enemies within a small radius. Its healing mechanic is that you will recover health whenever enemies marked by your skills are killed. Its class traits are receive an additional 10% anomaly power, and skills mark damaged enemies for 15 seconds. If you kill a marked, it heals you by 24% of your maximum health. Its 8 skills are Heat Wave, Feed the Flames, Thermal Bomb, Overheat, Volcanic Rounds, Ash Blast, Phaser Beam, and Eruption, all doing either burn, interrupting, or inflicting ash among enemies. Moving on to the Trickster, its melee skill is deal damage and inflict slow to all enemies within a small radius. Its healing mechanic is each enemy killed in close range heals you and grants a portion of shield. Its class traits are receive an additional 5% maximum health, active shield grants 5% damage mitigation, and every close range kill heals you by 20% of your maximum health and grants you 12% shield. Its 8 skills are Temporal Blade, Slow Trap, Hunt the Prey, Twisted Rounds, Cyclone Slice, Borrowed Time, Venator's Knife, and Time Rift. All of these giving you the ability to either teleport, slow, interrupt, or inflict weakness among enemies. Finally, we have the Devastator. Its melee skill is deal damage and inflict bleed to all enemies within a short radius. Its healing mechanic is you will recover health from slain enemies that stood too close. Its class traits are receive an additional 15% maximum health, increase armor by 30%, and every close range kill heals you by 24% of your maximum health. Its 8 skills are Earthquake, Golem, Gravity Leap, Reflect Bullets, Impale, Tremor, Boulder Dash, and Endless Mass. All of these using some sort of ground power to interrupt, deal damage, or protect you from enemies, as well as inflicting bleed. Now that I've given you a brief rundown on each of the 4 classes and their 8 skills, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the gameplay. The movement is pretty similar to Gears of War's movement, but I would say it feels a little bit more smooth and you don't have the ability to wall bounce all over the place. Taking cover, on the other hand, is one thing that feels a little buggy to me, but honestly I think that's just because it's still in beta and they have room to improve there. Gunplay is extremely rewarding and getting a headshot is very satisfying as heads just blow up. Difficulty system in Outriders is pretty interesting to me. They use this new system called world tiers where there's 15 of them, and every time you increase your world tier, the loot rarity percent will increase, the legendary drop rate will increase, as well as enemy levels and gear drop levels increasing. Alongside the level of gear that you can wear will increase depending on your world tier. Endgame is something that can make or break a looter shooter like Outriders, and I'm personally excited with what they have in store. Their endgame is called Expeditions. This is entirely new areas that are unlocked at the end of the campaign, where they have its own difficulty tiers alongside world tiers called challenge tiers. These activities are time-based, and the faster you complete it, the better the rewards you get. If you have a higher challenge tier, it adds on to those rewards based on time. So you could be doing a challenge tier 15 and get a gold star timing, and you can get like 3 legendaries, for example. And I think this brings in a lot of replayability to these. And I also think it makes it interesting for people trying to go for fast times, and it brings into speedrunning into it, which is pretty cool to me. Adding on to that, they have 15 expeditions coming in at release. That is insane, and that is so much content for you to enjoy outside of the 30-hour campaign. This game has me extremely excited, and I've already logged like 22 hours in the demo. Progression carries over, by the way, so if you're seeing this, go check it out and get some games in so you can have your progression carried over to the main game. I personally think this game is going to be a blast. My excitement is extremely high for this game. I'm really hopeful for this game to be really good. Honestly, I think this game could be better than Destiny if it ends up how I think it's going to end up. Now, if you're interested in watching me play it a little bit more, you can come check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/ewalzer with 2 R's at the end, because Twitch won't let me get the one with 1 R. The guy hasn't been active for 3 years. Anyways, I'm going to be playing the beta more up until release, and on release day, I'm going to be grinding. I'm going to be grinding after, hopefully getting those high tier expeditions done and, you know, just enjoying the game. I'm really hopeful for it. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you guys stick around, subscribe, like, comment. Let me know if you guys are excited for this game, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.